Harvest might be in the air for a lot of growers, but Max, not everybody's in the combine yet. Some farmers are still making their way to farm shows.
They had their big show in Ohio this week, to be sure. Ty Higgins is here to talk with us about the fact that the Ohio Farm Science Review took place this past week. I'm sure you were there. You're there every hour, every day almost, most years.
Yeah, and this year, boy, it was nice to have all 3 days of Farm Science Review. You might recall last year we got rained out on Wednesday. We got 4 to 5 inches of rain there at the grounds overnight and just washed everything out and couldn't have a show on that middle part of the week. But this week, the weather was beautiful, sunny, and about 80 degrees, 80 to 85 degrees all week long, and a great week to get our members at Ohio Farm Bureau and farmers all across the state there to see new technology, new innovations, and new ideas.
I would imagine your president spent some time out there, and probably some of the other board members.
Yeah, a lot of leaders at Farm Science Review visiting with farmers all across the state about issues that we're seeing in agriculture, like inflation, supply chain. Of course, we have a farm bill beginning to be talked about in Washington, D.C., and we talked about it at Farm Science Review. In fact, our team put together a survey for livestock producers, row crop, specialty crop, dairy farmers, because the farm bill means something different to every one of those aspects of agriculture. We wanted to find out from our members, being a grassroots organization, just what's important to them to be in the farm bill, because we started having roundtable talks with our senators just over the last couple of weeks, and as we get into 2023, those talks will of course start to ramp up, and we're going to hopefully get some new farm law in by the end of next year. And so we want our farm members and agriculture across Ohio to have a voice, since they have a huge stake in what happens in that farm bill.
You have a very diverse state, of course, Ty. The big cities are there, but a lot of important rural areas in between. The policy has to be rather diverse too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that's really important, and it's what makes Ohio unique, is the fact that we do have the Columbuses, the Cleveland, Cincinnatis, Akron, Toledo, Youngstown, all those metropolitan areas, but just outside of those metro areas is agriculture. You don't have to go very far to find out where your food comes from here in Ohio. And we're so diverse. Corn and soybeans and wheat, of course, dairy important, beef, pork, but we even grow tomatoes, peppers, all types of fruits and vegetables. Our grape industry is growing. We're so diverse, and that's what makes the Farm Bill so important for all farmers, no matter what your background here is in the Buckeye State.
The president of The Ohio State University was there too, I believe.
Yeah, a big announcement between Ohio State and Nationwide, $2 million to start the Ag Innovation Hub. And this is really important. They mentioned the changing climate quite a bit as they unveiled this new Ag Innovation Hub. They want to make sure that as the climate changes, that farmers are on the top of how to keep growing the food we need for consumers across the country and literally across the globe. And so this is a way to put researchers at Ohio State in closer and more direct contact with not just agriculturalists, but also business owners across Ohio, to get those ideas coming from Ohio State to the private and public sector more quickly, to make sure the food and that food supply system contains its maximum capacity that we've seen. Even through the height of a pandemic, agriculture didn't stop, but there are more challenges out there that farmers need to be aware of and that researchers are working on daily.
I'm looking over the hats in the background. I don't see any Ohio State University cap back there.
Well, there are a couple outside of the picture, but you might notice the OHIO and then the Buckeye helmet in the back. So at least I got some sort of headgear back there. Of course, I'm going to represent my Buckeyes in every way, shape, or form I can.
I'm sure you will. Ty, thank you. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Max.
Take care.